Okay, hello guys. This is the Viking. It's well into December. I think today is December 7th, and I'm enjoying my car here. Very lovely Volkswagen Polo. I even have a nice music, the original Sony cassette, not cassette, CD and radio. So. But if I play too much music, YouTube will maybe block the thing. So anyway, we have gone through some days with very cold weather and some ice and snow, but now I'm very happy that we are experiencing milder weather. So it's raining. Of course, in this time of year, if it's blue sky and sun, it's gonna be very cold. Okay, that's called a high pressure area. And if it's mild, it means low pressure. So if it's low pressure, it means that the humidity is coming from the ocean and inside here, and then the clouds, they will drop the rain when they are approaching the mountains. So we are I'm here on a Jæren. It's just a quite short flat area, but then we are just behind us here the mountains begin already. So it's basically a very windy place and also quite rainy place. If you are at the east of those mountains, the rain is becoming much less because the clouds, they drop the rain already. So basically we have wind coming here from southwest, west, sometimes northwest and north. That is the terrible wind, of course. And a couple of days ago we had some storm here, right? Really some stormy air coming from southeast. But at least that is not so cold, the wind there. So if you are Norwegian, we are always talking about the weather, because here it's like last summer. I mean, the summer that we just passed through, it was basically not a summer, it was autumn all around. It was sometimes just almost as cold in some June days as it is now. At least you expect, when you are here in June, you expect that you don't need to put a scarf and gloves and the crazy hat, but sometimes you have to do that, unfortunately, especially if you are walking or bicycling outside and the weather can be like whipping you in your face. So that's it, guys. We are in Norway, and I have my beautiful, it's not so beautiful, but I love it. It's much better than having a bicycle. And at this time of year, it's much better than having a motorcycle also. So I'm gonna try to film a little bit while I'm driving. And of course I have the security belt on. That is mandatory in Norway. Okay, so here I'm gonna take a little round here, but the camera will be shaking a lot if I'm driving, I guess. But you can try to enjoy a little bit if you can see something. I don't know if you can see something. So I'm just gonna take you to the parking place of where I used to shop. I'm gonna take you around so you can check a little bit in the mirrors, maybe. So here is so when I turn around, you will see it in the back mirror, hopefully. So there's a big, huge Christmas tree that they put up here. Maybe you will see it in a while. If you look in the back here now, yeah, you can see there's a huge Christmas tree with lights on, and then it's quite busy here. Everybody are busy shopping. Even today I bought pinnekjøtt. Røkt pinnekjøtt, smoked, what do we call that one? Pinne. It's like the branches, okay, branches from the tree. So that's what I bought that one. You're supposed to cook it on sticks, on twigs. So it's gonna be not. I mean, you have to soak it out in water for 24 hours because it's smoked and salted and dried. So in order for it to be ready for cooking, you have to leave it for 24 hours in the boiling, not in the water, just immersed in water to get out some of the salt and to just soften it up a little bit. And then when it's done, then you put it on some sticks, or we have a metal device specially made for Pinnekjøtt actually, which will lift it up above the water in the kettle. So that's amazing. It's really some of my favorite foods in Norway. It's made of lamb or of meat. So this is the old traditional food in Norway, winter food, because you know, back in the old days we didn't have electricity. I mean, we had, but I'm talking about my forefathers, the generations that are gone before me. So they really have to plan everything for the winter, how to survive. So that's why they would basically just prepare everything and dry, and they would slaughter stuff. They would smoke it to keep the meat from not being destroyed. And then they have some special houses. They call it stabbur, made of logs, and then they will hang the stuff to dry in there, and they will be sure that the mice cannot get to it. Okay, so that is why we have this tradition here in Norway with the salty and cured meat. So if maybe it's gonna be a bit shaking here because there are some speed bumps. Norway is a very organized country, and you're not allowed to speed here, you know. So in order to force you from not speeding, they put speed bumps everywhere basically, and you cannot even keep the speed limit, because here, for example, the speed limit is 40 kilometers an hour, but if you hit those speed bumps in 40 kilometers an hour, you're gonna basically destroy your car very quickly. So, but I think it's good, it's okay, because yeah, the most important thing is human lives, okay? So, and we don't want to have accidents, you know. It's so terrible, many countries in the world, especially in developing countries, there are so many accidents happening, huh? But there is actually not so much accidents as there is stupidity. Many people say, oh, even, I mean, in Africa, in the Muslim areas in Africa and Cameroon, where I grew up, some people there, they will say, oh, inshallah, I don't need to have a seatbelt because Allah has already planned everything, every detail for me. So why should I care about putting a seatbelt? Why should I care about changing the brakes and all the parts for the steering and you know, all that kind of stuff, and the tires? Why should I even bother? Because Allah has pre-planned my life all the way from birth until death. So that is very crazy, guys, how they are thinking, some people. And it's true, you should not be worried too much. You can put your hand your life in the hands of God. But Proverbs says also that the wise person, he will see that there is a danger ahead and he will avoid it. Okay, so that's the thing. You have to look ahead, you have to think ahead, plan ahead. And if you don't do that in this kind of country, like the northern cold, where we have the long dark winters, and you can, if it's snow and ice, which it is in most parts of Norway, you cannot even get to any food at all, and you're gonna survive for weeks after weeks with darkness, with ice, cold. So you see, that is also why we are specialists in drying fish. So even the Vikings, they were trading stockfish, and so Norway has very unique tradition, how we prepare for the winter. Okay guys, so Viking Rogan signing off from Rogaland, Norway. I'm in Jæren, and thank you for your attention.